favorite. I know you got a good word this morning.
Thank you so much, Rick. Today, I simply want to talk about flashback praise. Every now and then when life is going wrong, here's what I recommend you do. Just have a flashback to what God has already done. Then you can look forward to what God is going to do for you. Have a flashback and just remember how God has opened doors in the past, how God has raised you up in the presence of those who have tried to tear you down. Have a flashback, and when you have a flashback praise, you'll end up saying, he has done great things for me, so I will bless the Lord at all times. That's the word I'm giving to everyone this day, and that is go ahead today, take some time and have a flashback praise. When I have a flashback praise, I just remember what God has already brought me through. You see, I didn't just make it through. God brought me through. God was the one who gave me enough strength to get through what I was going through. Y'all, I didn't just make it through. God brought me through. He has done great things for me, so I will bless the Lord at all times. I will bless the Lord with the flashback praise also, because God, in God's goodness, was so good to me that even when I didn't deserve it, God blessed me. Even when I messed up, God converted my mess ups into a bless up. So even if I fail, I ended up failing forward. Is there anybody tuned in right now who can say, I'm going to bless the Lord because God converted my mess up into a bless up? God came through when I was going through. Whenever I have a flashback to what God has done, I start celebrating who God is and what God is going to do. So that's the word of the day. God has done great things for me, so I will bless the Lord at all times.
There it is, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Let's get into some praise right here. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
Here's Byron Cage right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 10 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. We're still here with a quick look this AM at your front page news. More were reported across 6 states over the weekend, including Arkansas, Illinois, Mississippi, Missouri, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Now, the governor of Kentucky declared a state of emergency in the state where the death toll was predicted to reach more than one.
Hold on, Eva. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're going to get your mic fixed. Hold on. Let's go to sports right quick. Rock Teasy.
Man, let's start off talking about the Green Bay Packers beating the Chicago Bears last night on Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers proves once again that he owns the Chicago Bears. He throws 4 touchdowns. That's a rivalry that's always fun to watch. A lot of trash talking. Not so much good news for the Baltimore Ravens. They lose to Cleveland. Lamar Jackson injured his ankle. He had to leave the game early. Playoff hopes are still alive for the Browns, though, so we'll see how that pans out. Monday Night Football is going down tonight. L.A. Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. That's going to be exciting game to watch right there. Rumors that there is lots of drama behind the scenes in Jacksonville Jaguars organization, all centered around head coach Urban Meyer. Word is that he is him and wide receiver Marvin Jones had a screaming match, and he called all of his assistant coaches losers. He said anyone who was leaking internal information about the team risked losing their jobs. And, of course, last but not least, man, congratulations to Bryce Young, who wins the Heisman Trophy.
Hey.
College football this year, man. Big ups, man. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the ceremony, man, but it was pretty amazing. That seemed like a rocket, man. I would love to meet that dude, man. He seemed like he's a really legitimate, solid, down-to-earth guy, Bryce Young. So there it is.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gary,
proud of him.
What's up there, pimpin'?
All right, y'all. They're saying that the producer and his son, y'all, was thrown off a Delta flight, y'all, for dispute over alcohol. Who am I talking about? Stevie J, y'all. Yes, Stevie J and Stevie J the second, honey, claimed that they were treated unfairly by Delta staff after being told to dispose of their beverages before a flight. Now, they're saying the producer and his son was escorted off a flight along with his son, who allegedly attempted to board a plane with alcohol despite being warned by the airline staff. Now, they're saying that first reported by TMZ, Delta Airlines personnel escorted the father and son off of the flight prior to its departure from LAX, insisting that Stevie disobeyed a staffer's instruction to dispose of an alcoholic beverage he purchased in the terminal before boarding the plane. Now, TMZ also said that Stevie Honey explained, this case to Delta staff and they walked him right on off the plane, him and his son. Now, he said he's going to file a lawsuit. He said because they treated him, he think it was a racial thing. He said, yep, they racially probably biased against him. And, he was supposed to bring his drink on, but he can't bring his drink on the plane because they said you can't bring drinks on the plane. So he went into that situation. Now they say, honey, there's going to be a lawsuit. So I'm assuming he was flying first class. I would think you could have your drink on first class or what have you. Or they get you a drink on first class. They serve first class. I know in the coach, they don't usually give you a drink before you get on the plane or what have you. So, but he said that these people was wasting his time and he wants to allegedly file a lawsuit. So we're going to see how that come out. And, a lot of people saying, well, was he going through a depression because, him and Faith are going through that turbulent divorce and what have you. So maybe he needed his refreshing beverage to fly. But we're going to find out later and see how that all turned out. But he was flying to Atlanta to celebrate his beautiful daughter's birthday. So it's a sad situation. So we're going to pray on that one. All right, the color today is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is silence. On the high end, you say silence, and on the low end, you say beautiful light gray. That's your color for today. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 hour, y'all. Hey, it's time for the hot spot. What up, Rock T filling in for Brett?
Already, man. Hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. Let's start off talking about Travis Scott. Reportedly has been pulled from the lineup of Coachella 2022. According to Variety, sources say that the festival informed Travis's agent of his intent to be pulled from the bill and that it would pay him a fee for his cancellation, which is typically about 25% of what they was going to book him for. Now, an insider has claimed that Travis has attempted to keep his slot and even offered to forfeit his performance fee. So he pretty much said, hey, listen, man, keep me on the show. You ain't even got to pay me. A Change.org petition was started recently demanding that Travis be removed from the lineup. The petition reached over 60,000 signatures. Coachella is set to take place April the 15th and 17th and also April the 22nd and 24th in Indio, California. A new headliner will be announced in the coming weeks. It don't stop there. Anheuser-Busch has decided to pull Travis Scott's hard seltzer from the shelves in the wake of the Astroworld Music Festival tragedy. The beverage brand said in a statement, after careful evaluation, we have decided to stop all production and brand development. Does anybody have anything to say about this?
I feel like it's just so much right now. I know people died and it was tragic, but how much of this is really like his direct fault?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why is all the blame going to him? Yeah. Like personally, just
I'm
directly
really trying to understand
him.
That.
Then he went on stage and said, okay, this is going to happen
Right.
and we're going to do it. I'm like, my Lord.
I mean, what more could he do? Just, I don't know. It just seemed like everybody piling on now.
In his defense, and when those lights be in your face, man, you can't see what's going on in the audience.
Nothing.
When you're on stage, you really can't see but the first 3 rows.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Well, let's send congratulations out to Megan Thee Stallion. She's officially graduated from the Texas Southern University on Saturday with a bachelor's degree in health administration. Meg posted a photo in her cap and gown along with the caption, Meg the graduate. I know my parents are looking down on me, so proud. Thank you, everyone, for all the love today. She also posted a video of her walking across the stage with her graduating class and said she hopes to inspire others the importance of continued education. Let's also shout out to the Ocean of Soul marching band out there at Texas Southern University. So big up to Megan Thee Stallion. Now, a juror in the Jussie Smollett trial has explained several reasons why the jury felt there was no way they could acquit the actor because they didn't believe his hate crime, his claim to the hate crime. So according to the Chicago Sun-Times, the unidentified juror said that the panel knew the actor was lying. And when he testified at his disorderly conduct trial and stated that the juror found the 2 brothers who claimed the actor paid them to stage a hate crime more credible. She said the jury even felt they were doing the actor a favor by finding him guilty on only 5 of the 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct he was facing. The jury deliberated for about 9 hours before reaching a verdict, and she said that I just hope that Smollett and his legal team know that we went in on had an open mind, and we weren't trying to just kind of make this thing guilty just because we didn't believe him. We really had an open mind with this whole situation. Any thoughts on that one?
I don't think they treated poor Jesse right, honey. He knew that somebody did that to him, honey. He knew that they did it to him. So I think they just doing it probably a hate crime. I mean, probably they just was discriminating against him. I don't know.
No, he just did too much. He did too much. He ain't have his lie together. Yeah. Everybody know he ain't went out in no 12-degree weather in Chicago to get a Subway sandwich.
And that Chicago jury pool probably was mostly black folks.
Yeah, you can't BS black people.
Come on, man.
You could BS a group of them other folks, but black people be like, no, bro.
No, we ain't rolling with that. Because we out here dealing with stuff for real and you playing.
Yeah, man.
And as bitch as he is, he could have called Hub with them people who deliver food.
DoorDash.
Yeah, them. Yeah. DoorDash and all them. So, I mean, come on, Jason.
There it is, man. Well, Rock Teasy for Sheezy putting it down for the brat with the hot spot, man. Coming up, I got that Rock T joke of the day, man. That's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for Rock T's joke of the day. There it is, joke of the day. Joke of the day. All right, Rock, let it be funny. Last week.
What do you call a teacher that does not pass gas in public?
What do you call it?
A private tutor.
and you just as sick as he is for laughing at it.
Laughing is crazy.
I mean, you bust out and laugh.
Hilarious.
You bust out and laugh like Mike Epps told him.
Come on, what'd you say?
Man,
that was hilarious, man. Come on, Rick, give it up, man.
A private tutor. Don't nobody even say tutor.
Thank you.
That's what made it funny.
That's good if you're in the 3rd grade and half your class is white.
I'm with you on this one, Rob.
I appreciate that, Kay.
You went out like a champ, buddy.
Gary, where you at, Gary?
They don't say toot in the form of gas anyway.
Right.
Y'all being too technical, man. That was hilarious.
Right,
y'all. Get it.
Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and I hope you had a wonderful corona-free weekend.
I had a booster shot from the grocery store weekend.
Well, good. I'm glad you got your booster because the question about the Omicron variant has been, one, how virulent it is. That means how severe disease and symptoms will you get, and how much will it cut into the protection provided by the COVID-19 vaccines. So, Ricky, new details about Omicron emerged this week that indicate the variant may not cause more severe disease, but is likely much more infectious than the Alpha variant and the Delta variant. This means even those who are fully vaccinated, meaning they've had 2 shots of the mRNA vaccine or 1 shot of the Johnson & Johnson, may be at higher risk for contracting this variant than other forms of the virus. So, new data about Omicron suggests that the boosters help broaden and strengthen the protection against Omicron and other variants. So it's very important to get your booster. Dr. Rochelle Walensky, director of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, made in a recent statement. So vaccines and natural infection can create immunity through different avenues, including T cells and antibodies. So it's very important that, 1, you get your booster, 2, that you boost your immune system through the things that we have been recommending, the vitamin D at 5,000 international units per day, zinc at 30 to 50 milligrams per day, and vitamin C at 1,000 milligrams per day, because you need to boost your immune system to get the other natural immunity avenues working, including T cells. So new research that was released, Ricky, showed that a T cell response through COVID-19 vaccination or infection protects you against Omicron, though it's unclear to what degree. So the COVID-19 has not involved extensive T cell escape mutations at this time. That was a study that was from the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and Johns Hopkins Medicine.
So if you're fully vaccinated, you get your booster, you also boost and support your immune system with the things we talked about. And we can get through this holiday season. I know everybody's traveling for Christmas. Everybody's having Christmas gatherings and big New Year's Eve functions. Very important to do so. Let's go to the question.
You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I had COVID back in September, and I'm still having down in my esophagus, I had COVID pneumonia. And when I breathe in and out, it flared my asthma back up. When I breathe in and out, it's like a warm sensation, burning sensation. And I didn't have that before I had COVID. And I'm just wondering if this is an after effect of the COVID.
It definitely sounds like you're having some long haul respiratory symptoms. So very important that, one, you take care of things like the vitamin D that we talked about, but you also need to take a non-sedating antihistamine and a Mucinex type product, Mucinex DM maximum strength, that will help clear your asthma and your bronchial tubes. So also your asthma inhalers, make sure that you are using all of your asthma medication that's prescribed. Don't wait until you're feeling reactive airways. You want to keep those airways desensitized and stop you from having asthma symptoms. So it's going to be a process. It's probably going to be another few months before you really feel like yourself, and that's provided you don't get any additional infections during the winter season.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I want to know an update on how the children between 5 and 6 or 5 and 7 years old are responding to the coronavirus vaccine.
Okay, those that are getting the vaccine are responding quite well with strong, potent antibody responses. There have been no cases of problems with the vaccine in that age group. The children seem to be adapting quite well. So the issue is that we have not gotten enough of them vaccinated. And so I'm hoping that with the holidays that's coming up, parents will be off of work and the children will be out of school, and it'll be easier to get into your doctor's offices or present to basically any place you can get your prescriptions filled and have those injections done. I was at the pharmacy this weekend, got my booster, and there were children in there. And so the pharmacists are doing a great job at helping getting that patient population immunized.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, you can reach me on all social media at ASK Dr. MJ, and go to the website, lifodrops.com, and find out how to boost your immune system. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about the happiest couple in Holly, Atlanta Wood, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that rapper Rick Ross, y'all, which they say he's known, honey, for dropping tens and thousands of dollars, honey, on his beautiful romantic partners, y'all. They're saying he is dating one of the most beautiful women now in the world. Now, they're saying that Mr. Ross, y'all, is now dating comedian, rapper Pretty V from Wild 'N Out. Did y'all know her from Wild 'N Out, Pretty V?
Yep.
She's a cute little girl. They're saying, y'all, that Mr. Rose signed Miss Pretty V to his Maybach Music record label, and they say he told her that he was there to help her with her music, but now they're saying that he's helping her with a little bit more. Now, they say Pretty V has been spending lots of time, y'all, at Rose's beautiful Atlanta mega mansion, and they're saying that the two are very much a couple, and they look like they're a couple, y'all. Now, they're saying that Rick and, Miss Pretty V, they did pictures, y'all, and they took pictures, y'all, to see these pictures in beautiful matching Versace robes, honey. Oh, my God, they look amazing in their robes, honey. He said that, that he get the vibe from her, They're saying that he also let her have a birthday party at his mega mansion, so they are definitely a couple. Now, she put on her social media, quote, "Success looks good on us. Sometimes you gotta big yourself up." She said, "Thank you at Rich Forever for always showing love, motivation, richer than I ever been out now." Unquote. Richer. R-I-C-H-E-R, richer.
Wow.
Yeah, he done made her richer. They wearing Versace robes, honey. When you start wearing robes like that, means you're definitely a couple. And they got a picture of her holding over $1 million in her hand. Stacks of money. He went to the bank, honey, to get for her to take the picture with. So
take that picture and give it right back.
Okay. Yes, honey. So that is so good. I mean, he look like he's a little bit older than her and what have you and stuff, but they are definitely a couple and stuff. So congratulations to the boss, Rick Ross, honey, and Miss Pretty V. So hopefully, they stay together for a while, Love is in the air. Speaking of love in the air, y'all, Kim Kardashian filed legally separation from Kanye West. She went on down to the courtyard and she said that must be the new thing.
After he said he wanted her back.
He's still crying he wanted her damn back like a fool. Now, it should have been a black woman. He wouldn't even had a second thought about it. But he running behind Kim Kardashian like she dripping gold. But, honey, she said, honey, that she...
Well, she got a nice bank account, that's for sure.
She sure does.
She is dripping gold.
Yeah. Well, she went down to the court and she filed documents to become legally single, honey. And what? And drop West, honey, from her last name.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a wrap.
Oh,
yeah, when they give up that last name, that's a wrap because black women keep them last names after the divorce.
Well,
black women can marry a whole new husband, still have that first husband last name in there.
Yeah.
I can tell I've seen them obituaries with 4 last names.
Okay. But that means she is sick and tired. I thought, they said once you go black, you never go back. But Miss Kim Kardashian is proving to the world that's a lie. She's definitely not going back to him.
She might go back to black again, though, Gary. Just not that one.
Well, but she with Pete Davidson now. They say he's doing the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a comedian. They say comedians make you laugh, some of them. But anyway, they say she but he making her laugh. So I don't know. Is that true, Ricky? Y'all make him laugh?
Women look like a funny man.
Right. I mean, he probably is fun to be with, got a personality or whatever. That'd be crazy because I know I throw people off, be real funny on stage and then at home sit up and watch the news and be quiet all day.
Yeah,
like,
who
are
off
you?
The stage.
But you getting a check, so yeah, I'm gonna sit here and you gonna laugh on this stage when I get you see this nice house you sitting here in? That's when I was laughing.
Right.
Okay. So, but we don't see. They definitely be a couple. They trying to get
Man,
Kanye.
is she going down there and get rid of that last name? That's a problem, bro. You ain't getting up. Back, I don't care how many letters you write. I don't care how many dedications you call the radio station. Valentine candy. That's a wrap.
Yeah. Kanye just seems like he a lot to deal with, though.
Yeah. Go on, get your mind right, Kanye West, because Valentine's Day gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, so we're going to see how that turn out, Miss Kim Kardashian. Because nobody still call her Kim Kardashian West anyway, so they call her Kim Kardashian. They don't always never call her West. She just did that.
Him Kardashian.
Yeah, exactly. She just did that to make him happy, honey. She don't want that last
Valentine's Day come around, man. It's gonna be rough, man. Just go out of the country and find something to do. Yeah. Go to the strip club, keep yourself occupied like I do. Gentleman's club, eat a steak and have somebody twerk while you cut your steak.
Yes, sir.
A friend of mine gonna ask me the other day, come on, let's go to the strip club and eat. I said, you got your damn mind. When am I gonna go eat at the strip club and look at them women?
Yeah, they got the gentleman's club where they don't twerk. They just kind of twirl like, yeah. You want a steak? You want a salad? Yeah. Would you like fresh lobster? Yeah.
I wish I would.
They be doing the worm. Yeah, you like that? Huh? Yeah, you like that? You
But do
want
they
a
have
salad?
their clothes on, Ricky? Do they have their clothes on?
Yeah, they have on some pants, but they have tops off.
Pasties on.
Yeah, then they sling their hair around, be the white chick. Yeah, you like that? You want another steak? Yeah.
Why they gotta say yeah
At that Dallas gentleman be like, don't stop, get it. And you sit over there, see, they let them twerk in Dallas gentlemen.
On your food?
You sitting there with some hot wings and she twerking over your food, man. God, stomach looking like some balled up homework, you heard me.
The color today is silence on the high end. On the low end, just say light gray. That's your color for the Oh, man, honey.
Gary, remember we went to the strip club?
Yes, I remember, and you tortured me with them people.
Yeah, all the strippers saw Gary, and they forgot they ain't had no top on. They were there hugging him. They were like, hey, Gary. He was like,
Get him off. Get him off.
Get him off. Get him off me.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, you like that. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know what you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake
Wake up.
Good morning. I just want to wake up my friends, say good morning to the morning show. I love you guys. And roll freaking fast. I want to do a shout out to my son, Carol. Good morning, y'all. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I love y'all.
Hey, yo, this is Greg. Tell another song. Tell my curtain crew, wake up, and have yourself a Merry Christmas.
My name is Clarissa. I'm calling from Cocoa, Florida. And I want to give my best friend, Sharika Jordan, a happy birthday. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Straight Jacket Joe heading to Orange Park and Jacksonville. I need them to wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, I'm the Solar Princess, waking up all the people who graduated from colleges and universities this year. Continue waking up to the King Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Wake up, Meridian, wake up, in Greenwood, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up, in Chicago, wake up, ATL, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah. Good morning. Yes. Yeah, Janie, good morning.
Good morning.
Christmas is upon us.
Yeah.
Hello there. Merry Christmas, how you been? It is so good to talk to you again. It's been a long time. I still can't figure out why you cross my mind. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Why y'all don't play that, Rock T?
Man, we need to start playing it.
Who is that?
My best friend's having a party, and everybody's going. See if you can find that, Super Dave. I know it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, it's snowing. It's been y'all remember that?
What version is that?
Yeah.
No.
And then with the ones are going. Hey, you remember that song, Dave?
I remember that.
They used to play it. I'm not lying.
Oh, man.
Then they play it, Janie. Then they play it.
Yeah, they play it.
I don't know nothing about the Jingle Bell Dogs.
Oh, man.
Especially the one that was off key.
That's the way. I promise. That's the way it go. If I can find it,
It was a car commercial. It was a car commercial.
I remember that.
It was it, Dave?
It was a car commercial. I remember.
I remember they played it on the radio back in the old days.
Oh, damn.
Am I lying, Jamie? Every time you wake up in the morning, it's the truth. It's the truth. Now, y'all know it's good to see Deacon Riley Jackson back this morning after being locked up for 3 weeks for snatching one of them smart-mouth teenagers by their hair out the drive-through window when he got his order wrong. And he was talking trash when he complained about it. You know, he 89 years old, but still work out every day. And said he had told him, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. And before he snatched him up and drug him beside his truck for about 30 feet. So he did 3 weeks in jail. But it's good to have him back this morning. Ain't that great God?
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
We serve a God for one more chance. A God of one more chance. Now, the funeral service on Saturday for either Johnny or Ronnie Wiggins they was identical twin brothers who sat on the front row for the last 30 years here at the church. And we know they're about 90-something years old, but since they don't have no family still living, and both of their mind gone bad, we ain't sure which one of them twins actually fell dead out there in the parking lot last Sunday.
Man.
But one of them is headed up to the upper room on Saturday. We just need to find their family to figure out which one dead. That is the twins, brother Johnny and Ronnie Wiggins. One of them died, but they don't know which one. Even them, they don't. Hell, even the one that's dead don't know which one it was.
Just ask the one that's
The one
alive.
that's dead just probably think he's sleepy and the what this, I don't know. We just need for folks to show up and cry, because we don't know what none of their family members at. And we will. Oh, well, Jerry, here you go, play it, they hear the song, I found
I ain't on the one and twos, Black Tony. What's up?
That's right. That might not be the word none this week. So I'm just gonna let you know that right off front, straight up on Monday. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I might not be the word none of the week. I'm doing good work for the church. I'm doing good work for the church.
Bro, what they have to do with the radio? All right, man, you gonna lose.
I gotta be up early in the morning because I'm trying to put the crumb play together. I'm trying to put they got me the head of the crumb play at my mama church, and I'm trying.
So what's the name? What's the name of the Christmas play?
It's called the crumb play, and it's about the baby it's about Jesus, baby. She shouted, I ain't know the whole story about Jesus and all that until I learned, when I went to Sunday school yesterday, and I learned that, I'm trying to set up the whole manager scene. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't come to work. You showing up at Sunday school?
I'm trying to set up the Jesus on the manager scene, because Jesus was born on the manager. And then he had he was there with his mom and his stepdad, Joe, his mom, his mom boyfriend name was Joseph. And
they weren't set up. They weren't set up.
Jesus daddy.
Say what?
I don't know if you know that or not. God is Jesus daddy. And then, but his stepdaddy is Joseph. Because his mama had met him. His mom named Mary. And she had met Joseph. But he, I guess he had a good job or whatever. Said, y'all, I take you and your little boy. Y'all come stay with me. And then, man, shout it, it's a lot of square.
Make it seem like Jesus live in Decatur.
Yep.
Yep.
I just trying to let you know. I'm trying to set up the Kruma play.
So what kind of car did Jesus' daddy drive?
We got to set up the metal. Jesus' daddy was God. He drove.
No, I'm talking about Jesus' stepdaddy.
Oh, his stepdaddy. Yeah. Oh, he had a Buick. He had a Buick and he had a pickup truck. He had a OF-150. He had a Ford truck. Cause he did contracting. You know what I'm saying? He was fixing, doing plumbing and putting in hot water heaters and all that.
They didn't have all that back then, Black Tony. You got the Bible story wrong, bro.
Oh, you got me confused. I'm just trying to set up this manager so Jesus could be born in.
What about coming to that Christmas play? Y'all got Jesus. In a crib, man. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk out.
He laid up in the manager.
The manager.
Oh, manger.
Manger.
I don't even mind that. But I got to find all these damn animals. They talking about you got to have real animals in there. So I got to find me some mutes, and I need a jackass. Shawty, what you doing Friday?
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show. The segment is being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The prayer warriors are definitely being solicited, y'all, for former Real Housewives of Atlanta star Miss Portia Williams. Now, they're saying that Portia was confronted by an animal-loving protester, y'all, for wearing fur at a recent book signing. Now, according to page 6, y'all, they're saying that the protester said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am not here to interrupt anything. I want to bring something to your attention that's very important. The Real Housewives support fur and wear fur." And they're saying that the protesters went on to say that we are here to ask Portia, please stop wearing fur. I'm a big fan, and I really ask you to please go fur-free. They're saying, she said that animals are skinned alive. She said it's not fashion. As the woman was escorted out of the store, they say fans of the reality star began chanting, "We love fur, we love fur," unquote.
And she went right down the street and got some Popeye's chicken.
Thank you. Okay.
Wearing leather shoes.
Okay. But yes, honey, they say Portia was fearing for her life, honey. And I mean, I could imagine, honey, on her book.
Portia was standing there like she got out that chair and came around and took a picture with somebody right in her face, trying to be, and was smiling and completely ignored her.
Yeah, well, honey, they said this girl was worried, honey, because, you know, she was not in Decatur. And, you know, honey, they might be protective in Decatur, but wherever she was signing that book, honey, that girl came out there and said, honey, wait a minute. You wearing fur, honey, and things. But speaking of Portia, do anybody watch her show, Portia's Family, or Portia's Family Value, whatever the name of the show is, that comes on, it was on last night? People are saying Portia must be out of her mind. Because, you know, right, because she's on they're doing a family gathering right now, which includes Dennis and his mom and Portia's family, what have you. But Portia made it very clear, though, that Dennis could come, but you cannot bring no woman. Well, Dennis
now.
Well, hold on, but Dennis went ahead and snuck in and got him a woman that's supposed to be coming in on the vacation or what have you. But I think, should she not let him bring somebody because she got Simon with him, or should he be able to bring somebody?
Definitely be able to bring to have a woman to have a date. I mean, if she really, really over him now, you know what I'm saying? You start making demands like that when you still got kind of something, you know, for the person. Or whatever, but if you ain't got enough for you to move on with your life.
If you're engaged, Rick,
yeah.
Once you are engaged, whoever you were with before is free to do what they want to. You no longer have say over that man.
No, but
even
you can't be bringing. Don't be bringing her to my family thing. No, we invited you because you my child's dad.
My ex bring her husband over here all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. She probably don't want to see no new woman now.
Oh,
he probably don't want to see a new fiance, but that's neither here nor there. It's about the family.
Well, the family is him because he's the child's daddy, not that woman. So you bring her to your stuff. Don't bring her to my stuff. So, and I understand that because that just, you don't want to be looking at me first. But I do understand what you said, though, too, Ricky, that maybe you might still have feelings for that person, but I don't know. But she went off, though, honey. It's going to be real upsetting, honey, next week, though. But it's the same situation.
You know, only when you like 100% secure, it don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? It don't faze you at all because I just try to be, you know, embrace an ex, whoever they with, or whatever they going on with their life. Everybody deserve to have somebody. You know what I'm saying? So just be nice to everybody, and as long as everybody respectful, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see how that turn out. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Black China attorney said she did not, honey, hold no woman hostage in her hotel room. Now, they're saying that Blac Chyna's attorney denied that her client held the woman against her will in a hotel room, y'all, in Sacramento. Now, there's a clip that's circulating out, y'all, saying that there's a woman in a room crying, y'all, in Blac Chyna's room. They said she was with this guy by the name of Ron Kington, and they said both of them was in Blac Chyna's hotel room for a party the other day. They said, well, Blac Chyna told the woman, shut up, and the woman, honey, didn't shut up. So, honey, Blac Chyna let the guy out the room, and they said they allegedly kept the woman in the room, and the woman was screaming and crying, saying she wanted to get out the room, and said Blac Chyna held her for 20 minutes up in that doggone room, honey. But they said when Black China finally let this girl go, honey, she told her and the guy to stand out in the hallway, and they left her and they called the cops on her. So they said this girl was holding her hostage. But if Black China asked the woman to hush up, she should have hushed up. I mean, I don't know what she was saying in the room.
Well, what kind of party they having in the hotel room?
Okay, I thought it was me.
No, that was a party.
Yeah, baby, I could hear Miss Black China telling this girl to shut up. You know, sometimes a person get in the room and talk too much. Miss Black China didn't want to hear this girl, so she let the man go and kept her in the room. And they said the girl was in the room just crying and shouting. Well, how old was she crying and shouting to get out the room?
Man.
But nevertheless, honey, nobody went to jail, honey. So, but they trying to file a lawsuit against Miss China, honey. They just leave that girl alone, honey. She just didn't want to hear her doggone mouth. So there you have it, honey. All right, y'all. The Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Colliers. And we're starting off Christmas. I know this is Christmas week or the next week.
Next week,
next week, Christmas. But anyway, the Collier today is silence.
Yep.
On the high end, you say silence, and on the low end, just say light gray. That's your Collier for today. What a coincidence.
How is that a Collier? What are we missing?
Because Ricky is a Collier. Silence means it's just like a mute color.
You just done ran out of Colliers for the year.
Right, that's what it is.
Making up.
Silence. I'm Googling it now.
Okay, good.
It ain't gonna come up. I ran out of stuff.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
Listen, 60 people are dead after a series of tornadoes ripped through several states in the Midwest and in the South. Homes and businesses were basically turned into piles of rubble overnight, Friday into Saturday. And Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says that the death toll in his state has now reached up to at least 50 after losing dozens of people who are missing. Officials in Arkansas have reported 2 weather-related deaths. Tennessee has confirmed 4. Illinois has reported 6, and Missouri 2. And we may have listeners with friends or family members that were affected. Hit us up at 8669 Ricky, 8669 RICKEY. Special K, what are your thoughts? Did you see it?
Man, I was working a lot this weekend. I didn't see actually that all these tornadoes are happening till yesterday, but that's a crazy number though.
It actually came through my state as well, because after it left Kentucky and you found out all of those people, what had happened, that state moved on down. I mean, the storm moved on down, and I saw that red coming because I have a weather map. Because when we go out, we go fishing, you have to have the weather thing on your phone, and you could tell how bad, tell that it's going to rain, but not only that it's going to rain, how bad it's going to rain. And I got a little app for winds. So, you don't want to be out there on the water when the winds and get the water kicking up. That could be dangerous, when you're out fishing. So I used it or whatever, and I just saw that big red coming towards the city that I live in. And it was scary. So it was just me and my grandson in the house. And I was like, I just posted on Facebook, like, I screenshotted that storm coming. And I was like, we about to go to the basement. So I stayed upstairs for a minute. And it got real dark, and the clouds was moving like the world was coming to an end. And then it was just a lot of wind and some rain. It didn't get as bad as I thought it was going to get. But I have had tornadoes in my neighborhood, and being from Birmingham, we get tornadoes around Easter all the time. As a matter of fact, a Category 5 went through and just tore up everything in Tuscaloosa, all the way up to Birmingham. Tore up a friend of mine's church, and you could just see the whole tornado path going from Tuscaloosa to Birmingham. And just being in the South, if you in the Memphis area, the Arkansas area, the Missouri area, we get tornadoes really, really bad. They might get, everybody that's listening in Miami, and for a lot of their West Palm Beach, y'all might get the hurricane or whatever, but man, those tornadoes are just as bad and devastating.
Yeah, I just noticed the weather was weirdly wet and warm. Like
when it got under 70 degrees.
Usually warm. That's when you know that's not good.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be that warm in December.
Yeah, all of a sudden it gets like 70 degrees and you out there outside with a short sleeve shirt on, and then like it's just quiet and still. And it's like I recognize that, and it, so just tell everybody, make sure that y'all have emergency, and then some of those stores like Home Depot or whatever, they got those little tornado shelters. It's like that you can buy and put it in your garage. So if you got a bad storm coming and you in a highly tornado area, they have these things that you could sit in, because if your whole house fall down or whatever, these things will protect you. So if your house,
There was a little bit of a silver lining in all of this, though. Some good news came in. I do remember reading that in Kentucky, which is one of the places that was really affected, in Mayfield, where they have this candle factory. A lot of people were in there, and they assumed over 110 people might have been killed, only to find out reports just came in that 90 workers actually survived and have been located. So they're still finding people that they think might be in distress right now.
Yeah, thank God for that. Let's go to the phone. Good morning.
My dad and his wife, they were actually 2 miles away from the courthouse, and their house is demolished. They've actually gone to Paducah, which is actually east of Mayfield, where we actually have other family. So they're staying there with my grandmother and back and forth between my grandmother and my aunt. I'm actually in Louisville, so I drove to go see him over the weekend, and it was not good at all. He scared crazy, and I'm just like, Dad, I don't know what to do. I'm just here just to be here.
Wow. Just imagine something like that. Let's keep everybody lifted in prayer and figure out whether it's the Salvation Army or the Red Cross. I always send my donations to the Salvation Army if you want to help, but make calls and try to figure out who's out here actually helping people and doing the work in some of these local ministries, making sure that the money and the resources get to these families and people that have lost everything. And we just want to always thank God, because as many storms and hurricanes have passed our way, God has kept us safe from harm. And He's an awesome God. What an awesome God we serve, and have preserved our life. So, you have to pay it forward and be, we have a responsibility to make sure that other people have what they need, especially during this holiday season. People are already grief-stricken and going through stuff and have lost loved ones and already dealing with COVID and having a hard time or whatever. And on top of that, you get a natural disaster like a tornado or a hurricane come through. It's just absolutely out in areas and seeing Pastor Tommy Lewis Church and the houses around that community. And I've seen people lose everything and been out there in the streets, raising money, donating money, doing the work, lifting stuff, trying to make sure families have what they need. So forget about yourself. Forget about the problems that you have and everything that you're going through. You have your house. You have your life. Let's try to figure out a way that we can donate and help people. Good morning.
So basically, my family and I are originally from Bowling Green, Kentucky. And so pretty much the family, when I checked on them, they stated that it was just all of a sudden immediate explosions and loud thunder and just a lot of winds. It was like they didn't expect it. So it was just constantly just noise going off all over, and they didn't know what to do. They really didn't have a warning. It just immediately happened. And so it was strange because tornado season is really supposed to be over in July. It usually starts in May and it's over in July, but it was like an uncountable amount of tornadoes that happened in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So now my hometown is now wiped out.
Wow. But again, we have any more calls? That's it. Y'all, everybody, can we help somebody? We'll have some more information during the week, and we're gonna all pull our resources together to see who's helping, who's on the ground helping, preparing meals and trying to get people situated. Just trying to see what we can do, because that's what this radio show is about. That's what it's for. It's not just to make people laugh or whatever. It's to inform and to help and to pull resources together. All right, y'all, appreciate that, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Smiley Morning Show.
To all the hard-working women and
everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Eva's Corner. What's up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, I want to talk about text messages. Now, last week, Ricky, you talked about misinterpretations of emojis when it comes to men versus women. But I have a question. Have you ever sabotaged a relationship or threw a relationship away over a text message misunderstanding? Now, my friend just called her relationship off, which to me was very stupid because it's cuddle season, it's the winter time. You could have waited for the summer for that. But when I dug a little bit deeper, it came to my attention that it was all over a text message misunderstanding. So long story short, Ricky, she texted this man around 11 o'clock. He didn't reply until 3 hours later. This has not happened one time. It's happened a few times. And she
11 o'clock at night?
No, in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So she texts him at 11, like right before noon, and he hits her back maybe 3, maybe 4. And so she thinks that maybe he's not that interested and doesn't really want to be with her. And I am explaining maybe he's busy. Maybe he has things to do. And she thinks that because he's busy, then he needs to explain that. He needs to have an excuse to why he's not hitting her back. And I'm like, girl, you're really going to lose your man over a misunderstanding and text message. And I realized that this is not an uncommon thing. People really take a tone and catch a feeling over text messages. Have y'all ever experienced anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asks for money and you say no real bluntly. And
like
they
N-O?
say, yeah. If you just, hey, I got a situation. No. And then they be like, oh, okay. And then y'all ain't friends no more.
Yeah, well, I think though, even the guy should have responded, back to her. That's why you got those little different messages on your phone. If he was busy, he should have sent a message saying, "I'll call you back," instead of just not calling her back 3 hours later.
What if he can't? What if he busy?
I'm like, is it me?
She sound like a problem already.
Huh?
She sound like this person sounds like she's a problem already.
The problem for me is the fact that we think because you have our phone number that you have to have immediate access. Like, I don't owe you that. Even my husband, I've been married, been with my husband for 7 years. We've been married going on 4. And if he can't answer, he can't answer. And he doesn't need to explain to me later why he couldn't answer. If it's an emergency, then you explain that. But I just don't understand it. So maybe thing, but
and then sometimes if you're real busy, you might get several more text messages because
Ricky.
Text message get pushed back or get pushed down or whatever. Then you got 15, 20 text messages. Now you working. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell all of my friends, stop it with the Merry Christmas and the Happy Easter text messages.
Didn't text me back.
That's what
happy birthday.
Facebook is for. And sometimes I read my commercials doing from the radio show on my phone. So I said, like, don't. I'm not texting me good morning stuff because you got a lot of people. You got 1,000 people talking about good morning because they hear you on the radio, or it's just good morning. It's just not good while you're on the air because you can't respond, and it naturally make people feel like you're ignoring them when you're not doing it intentionally. You know what I mean? So you have to just kind of train people. Say, hey, if I don't get back with you, or whatever, like I did some business weekend and I shared my cell number. I said, hey, this is not for emojis. Don't text no good morning. Don't text me on Christmas and Father or whatever. State your business. I got Steve Harvey number. I got Eddie Murphy number. I got Martin number. When I hit them up, it's strictly business and to the point. Not going to be bothering them, sending them jokes and sending them this and how you doing? Good morning. Something wrong or whatever. I had an exchange with Nick Cannon because of his situation. But I know that people are busy, and that's not what our relationship is. And people just have to have text courtesy and whatever your relationship text message wise with one person. That don't mean that the other person might not like the text. You know what I'm saying? So my stepdaddy texts all the time, but my mama don't really ain't into that text messaging, and it's not personal. It's just not what they do.
Text courtesy. You said exactly what needed to be said. When y'all text, just consider courtesy for the other person receiving.
And some common sense. Okay.
Well, common sense ain't common, Rick.
You nailed it right there when you said it ain't personal. So stop taking it personal. You can't even have a general conversation over text messaging anymore without using LOL because people take things the wrong way.
Right.
And don't LOL at the wrong thing. Well, at the end of the
Larry,
day.
Larry, what's LOL? Larry done what?
But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This song right here, all week, man. All these songs, all week, man, is gonna be for all the OGs in their 30s and 40s, man. If you in your 40s, man, I got you this week, baby. I got you. All you OGs that's in your 40s, man, I got you this week, man. But you play something like this in the club, man, we're going to turn up, man. All y'all kids out there, if you want to see your dad turn up or whatever, and your dad is in his 40s, play this right here.
Yes, sir.
Man, his whole denim outfit.
Well, if you want to see dudes in their 40s get to fighting, play this right here.
Big baggy clothes, big baggy throwback jerseys. Let's go.
I'm telling you. Pull out them Timberlands and them gold chains.
Boy, I heard this, man. What cologne we rocking with this, K?
CK1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
CK1
right.
or that Kid of Cold Black.
Before the black, no, not the black. That's before the black
CK1.
one. Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Oh, man. It ain't my fault. Man, hey, they play that in the club, man. DJ B. Brian play that in the club, man. I swear.
To this day.
Dudes and they.
Yes, sir.
Cause you know everybody in their 40s be sitting at a table. You know, you go to one of them BYOB dudes in their 40s be chilling, man. You smoking them a great Swisher Sweet, man. They play this right here. If you want to see men in their 40s get up and turn up, play something like this right here. Dudes in their 40s gonna represent dudes in their early 50s. In their 40s and late 30s, man, everybody love this song right here. I don't care. I got you all week.
So we doing No Limit week, like all No Limit songs?
No, just songs for dudes in their 40s.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, songs for dudes in their 40s. Now this one of them right here. You know, we got some mystical. We got some probably Friday, man. I'm just going. Oh, for sure. But wait till Friday. I'll drop that Ghetto Jam. That's one of my all-time favorite songs ever. Who sang Ghetto Jam?
Domino. Isn't that
Yeah, Domino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait, man. That's one of my all-time favorites. So this week right here, songs that'll stay in your head all day are dedicated to all the G's in their 40s. Y'all turn up in your truck. Y'all on the way to work. Y'all working for the moving company. If you working for the city, if you're a bus driver, truck driver, or whatever, I got you this week. Gary, you ever heard this one?
Now, you know, but this is the Hard Queens, baby. You used to dance off of this one, honey.
The Hard
Queens. The Hard Queens, baby. The sisters that was real hard, honey. We was soft. So we was not dancing.
The one with beards?
the ones with beards, honey, and wearing the Timberland damn shoes, honey. Me and Miss Gregory, we didn't wear Timberlands, honey. That was the hard sisters, baby.
Y'all wore jellies.
The girls was throwing their fists up in the air, baby, like they was hard. And was big old ladies.
They can fight now.
They sure could.
Yeah, they're man of you. You get beat up by one of them, man. You go to court. That's embarrassing, and you get charged with a hate crime.
Okay, honey. Silk the Shocker, honey.
Girl, what you know about that?
Oh, I knew those songs, but like I said, I didn't partake in them. But yeah.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 7 minutes. A lot of stuff going on. According to the Federal Trade Commission, mobile app scams have cost, listen to this, mobile app scams have cost customers $60 million in losses the first half of this year. Find out how to keep your money safe. That's what we're going to be talking about this morning. And there have been several recent news stories about scammers stealing money from people using Zelle. How are scammers stealing? How's that happening, Janai?
So, Ricky, I'm so happy we're talking about this. You're right. There have been several news stories lately. And what's happening is scammers have been reaching out to people either via text or cell phone. And they're saying, hey, wait a minute, your bank is getting ready to close your account. Or people have been actually getting phone calls, and it looks like it's coming directly from their bank. And someone very nice and professional is getting on the phone and saying, hey, did you do this transfer? And, of course, it's not a transfer that you've done or authorized. And then they're encouraging you to do a transfer. So this is happening like now. Like you said, over $60 million in losses. just the first half of this year. So it's really, really important that you always remember your bank is never going to text you. They're not going to cold call you and ask you to transfer any money. If you're getting any of these phone calls, do me a favor, hang up, pull your debit card out, your credit card out, call that 1-800 number on the back of your card, and you call your bank directly. That way you'll make sure that there's not any craziness going on.
Oh, my
Well, what
God.
do you do, Janai, if someone has already been a victim of fraud, so they didn't know to call the number on the bank, they gave their bank information, what can they do to get their money back?
Okay, Eva, there's a few steps that people can take. Number one, you want to contact your bank as soon as you find out about the fraud. You typically have up to 60 days to report fraud to your bank. So it's really important that you want to review all your bank and credit card activity at least monthly. Now, Eva, if this is a Zelle fraud transaction, you can also report that fraud at ZellePay. Again, ZellePay.com. And the third step, which is really, really important that most people forget, is you've got to file a police report if you've been a victim of fraud. So please call your local police office. Make sure you go down there, or you can do the report over the phone, but you definitely want to get that fraud report filed with the police department.
So you got to file a police report if they stole from Zelle?
Absolutely. You need to. You definitely need to, whether it's Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, or any other bank fraud transactions, Gary, that you have with your bank. You definitely always want to file a police report.
Because I use Zelle a lot. I didn't know they were stealing through Zelle. That make me nervous now.
Listen, but we can talk about what you can do, though, to protect yourself for sure.
There you go. How can we prevent any of this from even happening?
Okay, so for those of y'all who love Venmo, there's a couple things that you can do to protect yourself. Number one, always when using Venmo, make your transactions private versus public. Number two, Venmo has a purchase protection program. So that way the seller has to pay an additional fee to keep you protected as the buyer if you're buying any goods or services. And then the last thing that you can do, Roxy, which is very helpful, is what a lot of us don't think about. We all can have a separate bank account that we use only for these transactions, whether it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. So many banks have free bank accounts now. You can do an online bank account with like Ally, Capital One, or Chime, or Discover, but have a bank account only for these electronic transfers and don't have it connected to any of your other accounts. That way we can keep ourselves protected.
Now, Janai, is there any other scams out there that we should know about?
Well, there's several other scams going on, particularly this type of year. You're going to hear a lot of charity scams right now, people reaching out for you to give donations for specific charities. Obviously, a lot of fraud related to all this bank stuff. People, you got to be really, really careful. So be smart, move slow. If it doesn't feel right, please don't do it.
Wow. All right. If anybody want to get in touch with you, Janai, how can you be reached?
Of course, you can follow me on social media at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. And ladies, you can join my free money community at thankmelater.money.
Show your love, Janai Thornton.
One time.
Thank you, Janai. Appreciate you.
Okay, y'all have a great week.
Hey, you too. All right, time for the morning show. It is time for the front page. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look this morning at your front page news. More than 40 tornadoes were reported across 6 states over the weekend, including Arkansas, Illinois, Mississippi, Missouri, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Now, the governor of Kentucky declared a state of emergency in the state, where the death toll was predicted to reach more than 100. But some good news did come through yesterday. Now, initially, 70 of the 110 workers at a candle factory in Mayfield, Kentucky, were thought to have been killed. However, the company has confirmed that more than 90 of the workers have been located. and the rest of the families are absolutely in our prayers. Now, in other news, Michigan school shooting suspect Ethan Crumbley will be in court today. He faces murder and assault and weapon charges in the rampage that killed 4 students. The 15-year-old who pled not guilty on all charges will be tried as an adult. And this one, I might say we saw this coming. Now, following the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to continue to allow private citizens to sue Texas abortion providers, the governor of California has called for a similar legislation that targets the gun industry. Now, it gives citizens the right to file lawsuits against those who distribute restricted firearms. And lastly, respected journalist and host Chris Wallace is leaving Fox News after 18 years over concerns about the partisan pro-Trump direction of the network. Wallace is set to join CNN. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Well, I guess it's true. If you're going to talk it, you better be able to back it up. Aaron Rodgers says he pretty much owns the Chicago Bears. In his career, he's pretty much dominated them, and he did it again last night. 45-30, Green Bay wins the game. Baltimore Ravens fans, they're a little sad right about now because their quarterback Lamar Jackson was injured his ankle. Not sure how long he's going to be out. Cleveland did beat Baltimore yesterday, so Cleveland Browns keep their point alive. Tonight, Monday Night Football, LA Rams and Arizona Cardinals. This should be a showdown right there, man. I believe I picked Arizona to win that game last weekend, so let's get ready to watch that one. There's some rumors out there that there's a lot of drama behind the scenes in the Jaguars camp. The organization all centered around head coach Urban Meyer. Word is that he and wide receiver Marvin Jones had a screaming match, and he called his assistant coaches losers. Now, we don't know. There's 2 sides to every story, but he said anyone who is leaking this internal information about the team risks losing their job. There you go. Shout out to Alabama quarterback Bryce Young. Rick, I know you excited right about now, man. He wins the Heisman Trophy on the weekend. Any words you want to share with Mr. Bryce Young real quick?
Man, congratulations, man, and Roll Tide. He absolutely deserved it, and hey, still got more work to do.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy, man. It is what it is. Big ups to Bryce right there. That's what I got for sports right about now. And
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, about another hour time for the hot spot brought to you by
Macy's. Check off your holiday shopping list with Macy's Gifts You'll Love to Give sale. With great specials they'll love. Plus, everyone gets $10 Macy's money for every $50 spent. Going on now at Macy's. See Macy's.com/Macy's money for details. What's up, Rock?
Yes, indeedy, man. Sitting in for the Brigaded Tab with the hot spot. We bring you music,
damn, y'all let Rocky do the hot spot
and
special
more.
case. Sit right there and have nothing to do with it.
I'm just saying. I'm glad you
played. It's cold blooded.
What about chopped liver over here? I'm not a real.
Hey. Hey.
That's all right. That's all right. No, go on and let him do it. That's all right.
They skipped over.
That's okay. I know who was behind that, too. That's all right.
Rocky just did a segment. Gary had the tea. Eva had her corner.
I got the mic right here. I got the hot spot in front of me.
Rocky did sports special case sit right here.
Doing nothing.
They said before we let you do something, we'll let Rocky go back to back.
Go back to back, baby.
I'm sitting here with the mic in my hand, ready to go.
That's Miss Seeley, baby.
That's all right. I'm going to human resources as soon as
that's cold-blooded, boy.
Miss Human Resources going to take their check back from you.
Put my email together right now.
Oh, man.
Go on do the hot spot.
Oh, y'all be doing my man dirty, man.
I'm clocking out. Go on do the hot spot.
Hey, I'm a comedian. You know I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I know.
The spot is definitely hot, man. Well, unfortunately, man, West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's first feature musical, did not live up to its expectations. Since the premiere Friday, the film has earned a mere $10.5 million with more than $100 million in production costs. Can you imagine putting $100 million into a film and it only makes $10.5?
Man, they got to put that on sale. They got to put that damn in the Dollar Tree.
Right. Okay. On the clearance racks.
Yeah, it's got to go in Nordstrom's rack.
Despite the low numbers, man, it still came in number one. Disney's Encanto came in at number 2 with $9.4 million, and Ghostbusters Afterlife number 3 with $7.1 million. Good Morning America host Michael Strahan returned to Earth along with 5 other passengers aboard the Blue Origin flight on Saturday, posting a video to Twitter that shared his excitement after landing. The former football player wrote, "Touchdown has a new meaning now. Wow. That was amazing." Twitter users did not share in that same joy. They was pretty much blasting him a little bit. One user tweeted in response, "Thank you for your significant contribution to global warming through your vain space tourism." Another commented, "Did you know that 75 tons of carbon is emitted for each passenger on your joyride? Also, the rich and famous can go to space for 10 minutes. Hashtag climate energy." So, yeah, I mean, do y'all have a problem with Michael Strahan going to space?
Not really, but I mean, you know, I don't care.
When Jeff Bezos went, they didn't do all that.
Right.
Yeah.
First person to go to space, leave that man alone.
Yeah,
so had they already went, or they getting ready to go?
They went.
He went.
They went, Rick.
They went that quick, Rick. 10 minutes and he back.
They don't go to the moon. They just go like right to where you can literally say, "I'm in space," and come on right back.
Just a tip.
Gary, when you going? Because I know you like you love the way that rocket shake.
Ricky, I know when I saw it go up, I'm like, damn.
I know you want to ride that, Gary.
Oh, do I? I got excited. Yes, baby. That's the last missile, honey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the National Urban League President and CEO, Mark Morial, with this morning's commentary on the state of Black America. Good morning, Mr. Mark.
Hey, good morning, Ricky, and it's great to be with you and your listening audience. We want to remind everyone that during this holiday season, be safe, be healthy, and buy black. Make an effort to spend some of those dollars with black vendors online or in the community. We need to buy black. We need to recirculate that money into our community. So today's State of Black America is on the Biden administration's Summit for Democracy. It took place this past week at the White House, and its focus was on defending democracy against authoritarianism, the fight against corruption, and respect for human rights. It was an important summit, but missing, in my opinion, was a discussion about attacks on democracy here in the United States. Voter suppression, January 6th, and Trump's insurrection and coup. The idea that you can gerrymander at will and close people out because of race or party from being represented in state legislatures, city councils, and in the Congress. Now, we are at a tipping point when it comes to defending democracy here in the United States. There must be reform of the filibuster. If there is not reform of this antiquated, outdated, Strom Thurmond-inspired rule, then democracy will be a threat. We must pass the John Lewis bill. We must pass the Freedom to Vote bill. Those are both pending in the United States Senate, and it is clear that without filibuster reform, we cannot save American democracy. This is not a partisan observation. Last month, the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance added the United States to its list of black sliding democracies. And it defines democracy on 5 core attributes: representative government, fundamental rights, checks on government, impartial administration, and participatory engagement. As long as the filibuster can be used to block legislation to protect voting rights and reverse states' efforts to overturn and undermine free and fair elections, the United States cannot guarantee democracy and the right to vote to its citizens. It is crucial for us to understand that efforts to whittle away at democracy don't happen all at once. It happens by way of a whittling away, a little bit at a time. The use of false narratives like integrity. We must have filibuster reform. It is up to the members of the United States Senate to either stand up for democracy or stand up for an outdated rule. Once again, 2 bills. The Freedom to Vote Act. It expands opportunities to vote, thwarts voter suppression, limits gerrymandering, prevents election sabotage, and promotes election security. If you voted by mail or through a drop box in the 2020 election, the Freedom to Vote Act will protect your right to be able to do that in future elections. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act is an update of the 1965 Voting Rights Act that John Lewis was beat on that bridge, and Dr. King and others led a march to force the hands of then President Johnson and the Congress to pass voting rights. It has been gutted by the Supreme Court. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act is a corrective bill to correct the deficiencies and update that act so that it continues to protect our right to vote and protect discrimination based on race in all forms of voting. Very simply, for the state of Black America and the state of this union, democracy cannot survive if these measures are not enacted. And Ricky, that is the state of Black America. Follow me, Mark Morial, on all social media at Mark Morial. And remember, get my book, The Gumbo Coalition, if you want to be a great leader. And that's the state of Black America today, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Always good to have you on, Mr. Mark. I really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me give it up for the former New Orleans mayor and Louisiana state senator who is the current president of the National Urban League, Mark Morial, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Mark. And we appreciate you for keeping us up to date on the state of Black America. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.